You're listening to the Animal Crossing podcast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, with N64 Jen. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. We woke up to some exciting news today.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just, shall we jump right in?
Absolutely.
Okay, so July 3rd, what's coming our way?
We are going swimming. I'm so excited.
You're very excited, aren't you?
I'm very excited.
What'd you think of the reveal, the way they showed it off?
It was so cute. Oh my gosh. I love it. I cannot wait.
They're like, grab your wetsuit, and they just had you saw the little female villager just running, and she like flipped, right?
Yeah.
Like a little front flip, and
we get to learn some gymnastics, I guess.
That flip though. So what's good? I mean, this is something that's coming back to the game that, was in New Leaf, and it was a very welcomed addition to New Leaf. So it was a little upsetting that it was missing, So
yeah.
it's nice that they're, at first I'm like, why'd they take so much stuff out? And now I'm kind of like, I'm glad they kind of just drip feed this stuff to us, because otherwise, I mean, people already talk about the game feeling overwhelming. Right. And now it's just kind of nice. It's like, I kind of feel a little bit caught up on things, and now, we get to go. I feel sorry for the southern hemisphere though. They're going to be so cold.
I know.
Swimming in that ice cold water.
Yeah, no, that does not sound like fun. No.
So, what they add exactly? We got more sea critters to add to the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd they showcase with that? I can't remember what that fish was. I don't remember that with the big old forehead. We'll just call them forehead fish. But they showed him in the museum with some of the like urchins or whatever.
Right.
They were kind of extended, and then as he swam by, they
you could see them in the dirt or whatever.
Yeah,
in the sand.
So Pascal's also making his way back.
Yeah, that's exciting to see Pascal. I like that. I love that they're giving us these the older characters are here and there. I love it.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to have Mermaid DIYs.
Which I'm also super excited about.
Really?
Yeah. Currently, in New Leaf, my bathroom is all the Mermaid stuff. So I'm really excited to do that again.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then we also saw Pirate Gulliver on the beach.
Yeah. I wonder what that's about.
I don't know. It's just another, I hope he still shows up as regular Gulliver, because I haven't got everything.
Well, that's such a good point, because he's been to, he's not a very common, he doesn't appear that often. So, yeah, I don't have hardly any of his stuff. So, hopefully, yeah, I don't know. He keeps giving us the same collection, or addition to.
It should be some new stuff. And I know a lot of us are ready for some Nintendo themed
I know.
stuff.
I keep waiting.
But he's dressed up like a pirate, so...
Yeah, that's interesting. Which is kind of fun, though, because we're on an island, and he's on his ship, his ship crashed, right? That's how he gets, yeah. I don't know, it might be some fun new items.
I wonder if it's leading to anything else. I wonder if there's... I wonder if... Can we swim? Maybe he's going to tell us to swim out to where his boat wrecked?
Ooh... That'd be fun.
Do a little exploring.
Little pirate ship.
Yeah,
I like that.
Or maybe the boat didn't even wreck. Maybe he just fell overboard because he was a pirate and he drank too much.
Arr, matey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We don't really know. But and then the other thing is they showed just kind of a little teaser for fireworks for August. They showed fireworks in the background, and they said there's an August update coming. Now, this is something that's been in the past games. In New Leaf, it was like fireworks every Saturday or Sunday. If you went and talked to Isabel during the fireworks, she would give you a special pattern that the fireworks could,
right.
You could see that pattern of fireworks in the sky. But then Red was also there.
Right.
And you were talking about there was a time that we were coming back from our vacation.
Yeah.
And it was the final day, and you played. You don't typically play in the car because you get car sick, but you played.
I had to.
You played the entire time so that you could get all of these Nintendo-based items.
Yeah.
Just
for that event.
Yeah, for that event, and these were classic Nintendo items,
right.
I believe there's a little doll in a box, and the love tester, and the Ultra Arm, I believe, is one of them. And these are actually toys that Nintendo sold in the 70s and the 60s. And so it's kind of cool. It's like a little piece of history. And so this may be the beginning of where we start to get more of these Nintendo items that, even though they're not like Mario or NES or things like that, I still love the history of Nintendo in this game. And one of the things they do offer in this game is like a shirt or the hats that say Nintendo. And I think they even have like the date, like the established date of like 1889 or something along those lines. It may or may not be there. I can't remember, but there's a rich history. And, which then it also makes me go back to Gulliver, I don't know. He kind of gives us historic items as it is, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa and things like that. So it's very strange.
Yeah.
Very, very strange. But I mean, at the same time, good. And how is he going to, is it Gulliver? Is that who it is? Gulliver.
Yeah.
So curious what he's going to bring. Really, really curious. They didn't show, they kind of just, the camera just zoomed in on him and then said, coming August is another update. And
and then they gave us nothing for August except for the picture with the fireworks. So lots to speculate.
Yeah. And this game with the graphics and everything, watching fireworks is going to be a blast.
I'm so excited.
I think for you just want to make sure it finally stops raining.
Yeah. What is up with this rain? It's summer. And my island has been raining for days.
Yeah, it rained all day for me yesterday too. I was dreamy hunting.
Yes.
I think I probably burned through, I don't know, 100 tickets.
A lot.
Maybe not quite that many. Probably 60 to 80 tickets.
Yeah.
At least. And couldn't find Raymond or any of the new, when I say new, the new to New Horizons
right,
characters.
because you would have been happy with any of them, even though Raymond was the main goal. Any of the newer ones without the amiibo cards would have been great.
So we checked right before the show started to see who had bought the plot, because you have one day to go hunting, and then somebody
a
shows
random
up.
will move in.
And who was it?
It was Dom.
Right? You can't believe it, right?
Right?
It's one of the new characters. So I got really lucky. I'm really, really excited for that. Because we've kind of we've been collecting, spent a little money on eBay, getting some of the amiibo cards that for the characters that we really like. So I'm kind of at the point. It's like, well, if somebody says I want to leave, I'm like, well, I have your card,
I know, and I actually was faced with that decision yesterday. Is one of my favorites, who I have their card, wanted to leave, and I still couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I feel bad. I feel bad making them stay if they don't want to stay. But they're always happy when I ask them to stay. So that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, of course. Right.
But
I get it.
Yeah. Because also the thing with, it's great having the amiibo cards because you can bring them back. But unless you have, I can't confirm this. I have heard, unless it's the same exact villager that goes like to your neighbor or, your friend's real town and then comes back, they'll remember you. But if you bring them in with an amiibo card, they don't remember you. So that's kind of sad too. But at least you'd have them back. So
think back on your week a little bit. Is there anything funny that any of your villagers did? I'm gonna go first here, but give it a little bit of thought.
Okay.
I walked in, unrolled, in his house, standing up in the middle of the day, with his sleeping mask on, passed out, standing next to his ice polar bear statue.
That's great.
Just zonked. Just completely zonked. So
I love that.
he is such a goober. Other times I'll just see him wandering. He was photobombing me trying to take some pictures the other day with his he just wears his sleeping mask everywhere. I'm like, how do you see, bro? How do you see? But that's rolled. He plays the beat of his own drum.
So I've been having fun with giving all my villagers clothes this week and gifts, and that is, so Axel, I gave him a do-rag, and oh my gosh, he puts it on immediately, and he does like the joy emote and like poses, and it was the funniest thing. He's so cute.
He's a riot. His cheesy smile is the best. Somebody, I think it was Hoffman, sent me his poster, and I immediately put it up, and he's just got that big cheesy grin.
He's goofy.
There's just something about the characters this time around that there's just so much more charm to them. I mean, they were fun before, but like, they're way more fun to interact with now than they were before. Like, I used to just be annoyed with them, like, stop talking to me, like I don't, unless I see they have clouds above their head and they want to leave, then I'm like, okay, yeah, go. I want to hunt for Raymond, you know.
See, and I get so stressed. I see a cloud. I'm like, oh, no, don't leave me.
Thankfully, it was the one that took the last plot that
Yeah.
Came over from somebody else's island.
Yeah, I mean, it's great when it works out to be like, and I did have that. I got lucky once. Somebody I was going to move out through an amiibo card, she decided to leave on her own, so that was nice. But I get too attached to them. They're so cute.
That you do. That you do. How's it just been going on your island? What have you been working on?
So I finally started working on my house because I feel like I did my main room pretty early on, and then kind of my bedroom, but nothing great. And then I just have been working outside. And so I kind of hit a point outside that I'm almost done, but I have a few spots that I'm trying to I'm overthinking because I'm like, okay, this is my last spot. So it's got to be good. Like I want to like it and not, I don't know. So I decided to start working inside, which has been going good, except for the limit of 5 orders a day kills me. It kills me. I mean, when you're doing a whole room, you need more than 5. So anyways, it's kind of slow going. It's been really great having help from the community give me items I've been looking for. You guys know who you are. You're awesome. Yeah. So it's really fun when you have friends that can, help out. And that definitely speeds up the process. But so I've been working on my house. So I have my bedroom, I think, is pretty close to being done. I made a stream room. My office/stream room is done, and I really like that.
What's the stream room for?
For streaming on Twitch.
Which you've been doing a lot more of.
Which I have been doing a lot more of, yes. So,
twitch.tv/N64Gen. Come check out AC stream.
Oh, yes. So that's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So I still need to finish my island. I still have those spots that I'm like, but
so
for now.
The real question is, because we're going to be going away until Sunday, is she going to play the game or is she going to worry about having to stream it?
I know. So, I mean, that's the struggle right now because, I mean, I legit had people like, oh, did you finish that? I hope I didn't miss it, And so, like, I don't know. It's fun to do it together, know? But so, yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
So I've actually started dismantling my island and rebuilding new things. I had a request for a dig site. So I started working on the design of the, like a dinosaur print, which I'm not going to lie, it looked fairly inappropriate when I started working on it. So everybody in my Twitch chat got a good laugh at that, and there was all kinds of jokes going around. So that was a good time. And that's kind of been it. Other than the hunting, I really haven't done too much. I need to do a tour of my Japanese garden so that I can take that down and start working on a new area for that. And really, at that point, it's just kind of like coming up with some what I want to do next.
Yeah, I like that you got a request to do something. That's kind of fun. Have people request a theme or something like that. That would be a fun challenge.
Yeah, it was. It really was cool to hear that and to then go and hopefully end up making something that'll be pretty rad. So
yeah,
that's the hope anyway.
Right.
So while we were sipping on our coffee this morning, coming up with our show notes, we wanted to talk a little bit more about quality of life. And we have DIYs coming out of our ears.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. What do you think we need? Like, what do you think the game should do with all of these DIYs? You can't put them in storage.
Right.
You could throw them away.
Yeah.
Or you could put them in your basement. But if you drop them around your town, you're going to lose your 5-star rating.
Yep. You can't do that.
What do you think we should do?
I don't know. I wish there was something where we could trade them in, even like a 5-to-1, and then be able to finally get one of the ones we don't have. Or there's just got to be some sort of a trade-in system, because so for now we don't have all of them, and I don't think a lot of people do yet. But then once you do have them all, other than the new seasonal ones, like what's the point in still collecting them? So I don't know. I feel like there should be some sort of a trade-in value that you can complete your collection if you don't have it. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like part of the reason that we see so many duplicates is because I feel like Nintendo kind of leaned into the fact that multiple people could play on one island.
Yeah, that's possible.
And I'm wondering if the reason we see so many duplicates is because they wanted to make sure that the other people
Everybody
living on the
got one.
island gets
And that
a
makes
DIY.
sense because you can get at least 4 a day just between your bottle and then your 3 villagers and then the balloon occasionally. And then that's a really good point actually. Yeah. And then I've been trying to like pay attention, and I don't think there's like a cycle, but I was just kind of like a rotation of them because I feel like at the very beginning, I didn't know that the villagers were crafting 3 times a day. And so I feel like I missed out on that for a few weeks, and then everybody was getting all the ironwood, and I don't feel like I got it for a very long time. And then I feel like all of a sudden everybody was giving out fruit or the cardboard or the gold, like, whoa, wait a minute. What about all the stuff that we haven't gotten yet, Right. And so it's slowly, I've starting to get some of it here and there, but I kind of was wondering too, if they didn't have like a rotation they were going through. I don't know. Maybe it's completely random and I just am reading into it too much, but yeah, it was kind of a bummer not knowing at first because I feel like the DIYs are such a big addition to the game. Your ability to create. Like, I use way more DIY items in my decorating than I do from the store. Like, hands down. Like, most of my island is DIY. For real. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. I really like that idea though of being able to trade in 5 to 1. Like, give the Timmy and Tommy the ability to trade in 5 to 1 so we could get something new, or maybe even just have a little DIY bench that has new DIYs every day in their store. The only way you can get them is by trading in DIYs.
That's a cool idea.
It could kind of be like the fortune cookies,
right. Yeah, they could do anything. There's a lot of things they could do with it, but just something like that would be really cool. And it's fun. It definitely is fun to give them to people and like, hey, because I've been able to, I love it when I get one in the mail that I've been wanting for so long, but it's still, there's just so many that, yeah, it'd be nice to trade them in.
It really would. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully something in the future will fix it. We'll probably have like some patch notes or something coming out with a new update. So who knows? There may be some quality of life changes because there's so many things. The conversation. I don't even like shopping with Sahara anymore because, like, give me a buy all option.
I know.
Like, just yes, I want to buy every rug and I want to buy every piece of wallpaper in front of, and flooring.
Yep.
And then I'll trade my tickets in and get like some of it just needs to be streamlined because I know you like that one rug.
I'm always looking for the lacy rug.
The lacy rug.
I've yet to have her sell it on my island.
And I've had a few different people give them to me so that I can hook you up. But
so thankful.
That's the only thing I do is I just buy the one medium rug to see if that's what she has, and then I don't. Which there's some cool wallpapers.
There is some really cool wallpapers, but yeah, you see it and then you're just like, or you see her and it's like, oh sweet, she's here, but I don't have 15 minutes to talk to her. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. That would be nice to just be able to press the button to buy one of each. That would be very handy.
It really would. It really would.
Yeah.
But speaking of buying things and storing things,
oh no,
you've run out of storage because you buy clothes, like a lot of clothes, almost daily. And we've talked about the clothes buying. Like, come on, let us just purchase everything.
Oh, can we just add it all to cart? Yes. Like, I love being able to try it on. I think that's great. But let me just add it all to cart and purchase it at the end, please.
Yeah. And so we were thinking that the wardrobe needs to be its own storage.
Absolutely. Because you can only access your clothes through your wardrobe at home. So it just makes sense that it would be separate from your inventory. And to combine the two, like, they give us so much to collect and purchase and use, but yet, and at the beginning, I will admit, I thought 1,600 items was a lot. I'm like, this is awesome. And then I started shopping and no, it's not awesome anymore. Right. And the thing of it too is that, like, it's so great. Like, they've done so much with the clothes in this game. Like, it would be fun to try and find a cute outfit in older games, but like, it's like hands down, it's so great in this game. It's amazing. It feels like you're actually shopping and wearing, you can so many different styles and people can really like just be who they are. But and I love all the new seasonal things. Like it's great that, they started selling more the summer clothes for summer. That makes sense. But then we need more storage because we're not even through summer yet. And we haven't even started the next 2 seasons. So it's bad news. My wardrobe's so full.
Do you think it's the kind of thing, and I'm just going to kind of offer out some little ideas, or you could dispose of some of them just to then reorder?
So you absolutely could. I thought about like kind of trying to do it seasonally. But then at the same time, it's been raining. So I got to make sure I keep a few warm clothes, so there is that. Some of the things I don't wear and could get rid of, just kind of like in real life. You just store it, don't use it. But then part of me wants to hang on to certain things because like we've talked about before, the fashion shows that we like to do every once in a while. I think it would be fun come Halloween to do costume parties. So it's like some of the stuff I like having on hand just because I have it and you don't have to wait till the next day to order it or take up an order out of your 5, So I struggle with that because there's definitely things I've bought just because I want to catalog everything and collect everything. So even things that I don't like and won't wear, I still buy it. So I am trying to go through and get rid of those items that I know I won't wear, but it's still, I don't know. I do. I love, there's many days that I travel to my island, your island, the girls' island, just to shop. And
right.
And I mean, our girls are the same way. Like, oh, I got to come over, and then we buy one in every color, which is another, like, it's a great thing that they give us so many options and colors. But man, it adds up.
Tammy just walked into our campsite.
I know.
If you're just listening to the audio, not watching on YouTube, we're sitting in my campsite right now, and Tammy's just wandering around. She's kind of got that smug look on her face, so watch out for Tammy.
I know. She's like trying to figure out what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Scoping out the food.
So, and the other thing too, you can only order 5 things at a time. So to try to reorder your entire summer wardrobe would take you all summer. So it'd be kind of frustrating.
It would be. Yeah, for sure. So
we did talk a little bit about using different wands where you could put, maybe your summer outfits go in this wand and this wand. But again, you wake up every morning and try something new. Like you spend time, like it's part of your daily routine with this game is just changing your clothes. Like
very much so. So I know that is another thing I've thought about, but I am torn is that we do have several wands that take once the wand it's been registered. It's not in your wardrobe anymore, which would make more room. But then, yes, when you get up in the morning to go get dressed and open your wardrobe, none of your clothes are there. And so then you'd have to remember which wand it was in. And like, I just don't like that either. It does help, but it's not, I don't think that's just not good enough. I actually even just now remember too, I was talking with a friend the other day about it, and she has another account on her island. And so she did it to double her storage. And I'm like, oh, light bulb, like that is an option. However, she said it is a little bit of a dance to go back and forth between your characters and get, so there are ways, to add to it just so it's not all over your floor. But yeah,
I think we know the technology's in the game. You could put a wardrobe anywhere and then you can access it. I think we need that same thing with storage because like when I'm out, I have this trail that I can only access 1 or 2 ways unless I terraform it, which I'm going to eventually. But like, it's kind of frustrating having to fill my pockets up and then run to my house to go empty stuff. And
Absolutely.
if I want, I can do it. I could take a garbage can. But I mean, when you're talking about a lot of DIYs that you've done, you've burned through a lot of material making that stuff. So you don't necessarily want to just toss it. So
right. Well, and even when you're just even to go and build the thing, like I was loading my pockets up the other day with all the log stakes and the rocks and the stools and everything I was going to need. But yeah, and then you got to bring some supplies with you. So you can, I don't know. And it does. It's hard to work on an area. You're definitely are running back and forth, making several trips in and out of your storage. So yeah, that would. And that's kind of what, like when the game first started and I'm like, oh my gosh, we can put these lockers or, wardrobe items outside. That's going to be so amazing. Put them next to our DIY bench and have all of our supplies.
Right.
And then no, it's just your clothes. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Why do I need my clothes out in the middle of the woods? I need my tools. So
Yeah. So you've seen some people talking about like what's the end game? What do I do after everything's terraformed and what, and some of the things you mentioned were like collecting all the items. And that can happen through a variety of ways. You could do catalog parties, shopping every day, trading with friends,
Right.
There's a variety, but there's a lot of items, but then it's going to come into a store. Like you catalog it, but don't necessarily store everything.
I know. Yeah.
There's not a lot of room for it.
Right.
I guess the other thing too, when it comes to the storage, you could get rid of a lot of furniture that could be replaced down the road. But again, you like to remodel on the regular, right?
Right. You just have to plan out your projects, I guess. That's kind of what I've been doing this week is like, okay, now that my bedroom is finally done, I got to start ordering for the living room. And now I'm starting to get all that together. I haven't worked on it yet, but I need to be looking ahead to the kitchen that's next, and some days, I'll admit I don't place my 5 orders every day, but now that I'm working on my house, I'm trying to remember. I'm like, oh gosh, okay, did I place my orders before I go to bed? Because hello, it's a whole day you waste if not. So yeah, I think, you definitely most of it is reorderable. I mean, the rare items, special event items are not. But for the most part, I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world. You can reorder it if you plan ahead. But for someone who just wants to be spontaneous and change things all the time, it makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah. So the other thing you talked about, which, I mean, this would take a ton of time.
It would take a ton of time.
Is collecting every villager and then their photo.
Right.
And their poster, obviously, but then their photo, which, I mean, that's work right there. But if that was that would be a really cool goal. That's 400 photos in storage.
I know.
Just so
you know. No.
Yeah.
I'd have to open up a separate house just to like a museum, fill it.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that part of it. But yeah, I kind of am upset with myself that I didn't at least take everybody to Harv's and get their poster. Cause that would kind of just be a fun memory, like scrapbook, whatever sort of thing of everybody I've had on my island. But then, to take it one step further and get their framed picture. And I've yet to get anybody's. And so that's been my goal this week. Is I said earlier, I was giving everybody gifts the other day. And I've been wrapping and giving gifts to everybody every day in hopes to increase our friendship level. And then they will eventually, hopefully soon, give me their framed photo. So yeah, it definitely would take a lot of time to collect them all because 400 is not a small number. And I don't know how long, if you really, really worked at it to get their framed picture, I don't know how long it would take, but that would fully complete your catalog if that's what you wanted to do.
There you go. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fun. Well, you've already mentioned Twitch, but tell us all the other places people can connect with you if they'd like to.
Yeah, I'm N64Jen on Instagram, but for all my Animal Crossing stuff, I'm at Animal Crosser Jen on Instagram, and Twitter is Crosser Jen because Animal Crosser is too long. So, but you can find me in any of those areas. I kind of link back and forth, but yeah.
Yeah, you can also come hang out in my Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. Jen's in there as well. We have a very, almost 1,200 people, a lot of people playing Animal Crossing. So if you need to do trades and you don't want to have to deal with people charging you 7,500 Nook miles and things like that, you can just show up and just talk, chat with people. It's a lot of fun. It's given us the opportunity to connect with a lot of people, and it's been kind of neat. We've even just done some just hangouts where people jump into video calls, and we aren't even playing games. We're just talking.
Yeah, it's a really fun community.
It's like an online barbecue.
Yep.
Kind of without the barbecue.
Yeah.
Or the mosquitoes. So
right,
although we usually sit outside.
We sit outside.
We set up our iPads and do it. It's a good time. So. We'd love to have you come hang out there as well. Even if you're new to Discord, there's people that'll help you get it figured out once you jump in. And it really there's so many willing and helpful people in there. I was streaming yesterday and I was like, "Hey guys, Jen wants all the white rattan stuff. So can everybody bring a piece and we can all catalog and get all the white rattan stuff?" And every piece but one showed up, and then somebody else in chat had it and was able to mail it to her. So we were able to get everybody their full white rattan set.
Yeah,
and,
it was awesome.
It was just a good time. I stopped hunting for a little bit and went and did that. So you guys can follow me everywhere on the socials at N64Josh, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.
See ya.